mommy friends, welcome to Danielle's Perfect Home. If you are new, welcome to my channel. On this channel, I discuss everything homemaking and homeschooling. If that is any interest to you, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for being here and watching this video. And welcome, mommy friends. For those who are already subscribed, welcome back. Today, I have a different video. This is my first update video for you ladies. As you can tell by the title, I'm quite sure. I have a August update video for you mama friends, and it's going to be a chatty, it is going to be a long video. Hopefully you can hear me and my audio is not bad. I have a lot of things going on, like the dishwasher going, the laundry going, and you hear the dryer, but hopefully you can hear me really good, and I hope I'm not being that loud. The children are down for a nap. So I want to go over all the things that happened in August and my updates, and what are some things that I'll be changing for September, and some of the things that will remain the same. So let's get into the nitty gritty and the juiciness of all the things that happened to us in August and the flow of our homeschooling in August. So get your drink and let's get going. Okay. So here's my planner here. Here's my little folder planner I have here. And I will do a video of a deep dive into my planner and all this in here and the juiciness and the greatness of that. But that is not this video today. This video today is just an update and to make sure that I am on track and just scoping where we are and the flow of our homeschool. And I'm very intentional on it this year because I feel last year I just created a plan, and on that plan I didn't conquer anything on it. I had goals and I didn't conquer my goals, and that's something that now that I'm in my third year homeschooling, I now know. You know, I feel like you learn lessons every year that you homeschool, and they're like great lessons. Please excuse my voice. I've been cheering at my son games, and I'm losing my voice. I lost my voice and it's back, but then it's like coming and going and coming, that type of thing. So let's start at the beginning. So homeschool plans. So we started our homeschool this year, August 5th, 2024. We live in a state that we have to do 100 days of schooling, and 180 days is 6 months. So we're doing 6 months of homeschooling. And what I'm doing new this year is each month I'm doing days, because I realized that some months we homeschool more days than others. So I planned out how many days for each month that we are homeschooling. So in August I have down 20 days. So I'm going to review if I did my 20 days, if we didn't hit that goal or whatnot, and is it maintainable to do it that way. So I will discuss that later in this video. So my goal for this homeschooling is, like I said, the total number of days for each month. We are homeschooling. We're doing 4 weeks on and 1 week off. That is my preference for how I am schooling my children. So we're doing school for 3 weeks and then take 1 week break a month. And on that break, we are doing like outdoor things. We are going to be doing any interest that my children are doing. We are going to be doing those hands-on things during that week off. So we'll be taking a week off of like our book work, and we are going to do a week of hands-on things that the children are interested in. So my homeschool structure and style, because I haven't stated that, so I will state it in this video. I am a secular, unschooling / electric type of mom. So if you don't know what secular is an approach to homeschool education that doesn't include religious teaching. Unschooling is learning through in-person daily activities. We also do a little bit of world schooling over here. So we're learning while we're traveling. We are not in that aspect of our homeschooling journey yet with that. And we are definitely electric. I am definitely electric. And electric is just when you combine the educational goals you have for your children with your observation of their specific interests, strengths, and weakness. You are able to mix and match the programs and tools that will fulfill both. So whether it's online programs, books, resources, if it's field trips, all of that is like all into electric, and that fits me as a homeschooling mom. I'm going to take a sip, sorry. Voice is getting a lot raspy. That is the type of homeschooling mom I am. I am an electric style homeschooling mom. So what homeschooling looks like for us, and this is like personal for me, it's like 8 things of how homeschooling looks for me. And I feel like I would share that later down the line. Right now, I feel like that's a bit personal. So yeah, but I can tell you that I've learned over the years what works for me and what not works for me. Like a whole day of schooling does not work for me. And just spending that quality time and inside the house of my children and outside the house of my children, and making sure that my children have great morals and values and things like that, that is really important to me. And in our family dynamic. And yeah, so I'm gonna keep that at that. So, okay, now for August, our goal was to have 20 days of schooling in August. Yes, 20 days of schooling in August. And I can confirm that we have done 25 days of schooling in August. Yeah, we've completed 25 full days of homeschooling in August. And I can give myself a pat on the back. And I've definitely been keeping organized. I would say that I have a video coming up on how I plan and keep organized. We are in now officially week 4. Yeah. No, we're currently on week 5 of our homeschooling journey this year. And I'm more organized this year. I keep track of the children's weekly, what they need to do each week. I keep track of it, and it's easy. It is super easy this year, and it's light and it's structured also. And it takes a lot of planning ahead. So I do know that I have been planning ahead a lot, and that takes time. So on my Sundays, I use that for my Sunday restarts, and it takes a lot of, I'm not gonna say it takes a lot of time, but it does take time where you have to set aside before and read some of the materials ahead of time. So I would get to that a little bit later. I'm reading log. So this August we've read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We read 5 books. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we read 5 books. 2 books are like books that have long chapters in them, and we probably won't get to those. Those will take us a while to finish, honestly. But we read 5 books so far in August. My goal is to read more, but as long as I'm tracking them and that we're reading, I'm completely fine with that, and I'm happy at where we are, because it has taken us a while to even get to do read out loud, you know, and to have that a part of our day and our weeks have been amazing. I haven't done any field trips yet, so that's an update on field trips. So let's go in with my 4th grader. So, and the things I've learned for him for August. So, I know this week my curriculum picks video will be out. So hopefully it will be out. I don't know when I'm going to post this, so hopefully it should already be out. If not, then I'm sorry ahead of time. So for math for him, he is in his math book. So his math has been coming along pretty great. He's been doing his math curriculum, and he also has been doing extra math. So we have definitely been doing that, and he's been flying through that, and that is a check. We have no problems there. His language, he is doing 2 languages. And I shared that in my curriculum picks for him. So he is doing 2 languages, and it's going pretty well. And if you watch any of my other videos, Do you know language has been an area of struggle for us, for him? So the curriculum that I'm doing 2 curriculums with him, and they're both challenging enough for him, but it's also not where he's feel like he can't do it. Like he can't do it, and that he is not bringing us any tears, attitudes, or complaints, okay? So I can check that out for him. Phonics and spelling. So one of his language books have a bit of spelling in it. So we aren't at the spelling portion yet. We're still like at the language portion and like language rules. That's like currently where we are now. So I'm not adding any spelling onto that, but he is doing Explode the Code and he flies through it. He is on book 4. So that has been great as well. So I could check that off the list. And these are things that he does independently. Like he does his phonic book independently. He's doing math independently. And we are on to writing. We have not done writing yet. That'll be later down the line. We're not on to writing yet. But he has been writing poems included in one of his language books. But I'm not hindering his writing, so I'm not grading it. I'm not making sure that punctuation is there or whatnot. As long as he's writing and getting used to writing, I'm kind of fine with that. That's where we are right now with writing. Reading. So he has a 4th grade reading list, and he has a book. So at the beginning, when we first started in the beginning of August, I was just having him read books. And we do live in a testing state, and he has to know reading comprehension. So that is an area right now that it is bringing tears, it's bringing attitude, it is bringing like all of the things right now. And that is reading. So he is reading a book right now. He's reading George Marvelous Medicine. He's reading that, and I got some questions from teachers, and that has been like pulling teeth out, honestly. He does not like the questions. He does not like reading comprehension, and that is okay. I just have to make it where he enjoys it. And right now we are doing it together, and that's just an area right now in our homeschooling journey where I have to pour and give him a little bit more love in that area, because he is not liking it right now. So I'm figuring out a reading right now. That's what we're doing. We're doing reading. He reads 2 chapters, and I've broken it up in days, and it is still not working for him, okay? But that is just the honesty of where I am in my journey, and I'm going to figure it out. Okay? But that is where we are right now. And we are doing read out loud. So after everyone has done their work for the day, we are doing read out louds, and either it's a book according to our history, or it is a book referring to like a picture book or a funny story that I know that the kids will enjoy. Another sip, sorry. That I know the kids will enjoy. So that's what we have been doing for reading. He has also been doing Spanish. So Spanish has been coming along great with him. Right now he is learning his the alphabet names and sounds in Spanish. He is doing Duolingo. He is watching videos on the Spanish alphabets and the names and sounds of the alphabet. And I just found this app where it gives him a quiz and tests him on his Spanish alphabet and the letter sounds. And what else are we doing Spanish? Oh, we rent out some Spanish videos from our library, and he does those sometimes as well. So Spanish is coming along great. He loves Duolingo. He recently just got from module 1 onto the next one. So that's pretty adorbs. And I'm also doing it with him. So I'd like to, we don't do it together. I like do mine later in the day, and he does his in the beginning of the day. But I try to I'm learning as he's learning too, and he can see that, because he'd be like, Mom, what does this mean? I was like, whew, I know what it means. Thank goodness I thought about doing it with him. And that's amazing as well. So now we're gonna pop into my first graders. So the first graders, if you know I'm a twin mom, of 2 little girls, and they're in the 1st grade. So for our math curriculum, our math is time consuming, but it's like really good because it's like 2 of them. It's a good math curriculum for 2. I don't see how moms are doing this curriculum for just 1 child, because it's time consuming, and it's worth all the time that it takes us for math, because it's really hands-on and it engages them. And that is super duper great. And that is 2 of them. I don't mind it being time consuming, but I do find that I do have to read the lesson ahead of time. So that's just the only like con. But other than that, the math curriculum that we're doing is great, and it is like a no-brainer for us. So we could check that off. So for language, they are also doing language. I do language with them every single day, and the language I've done previous years with my son. So I kind of know it, the ins and out of it, with the teaching guide and whatnot, and how to teach it to the girls. But doing it with them together, I have one child that's here and another child that's here. And sometimes they both are on the same page, but sometimes it's not, which is fine because they help each other. But I do notice that my daughters will help each other out and give each other the answers, which is not bad. It's teamwork. But I do want to make sure that the one who don't know the information is retaining the information, and not just getting answers feeded to the other one. So language has been good. It's been challenging for them, but it hasn't been really challenging where it brings them tears or whatnot. They look forward to it because it has cut and paste and color and all that good things that like they should be doing in 1st grade, you know. So on to phonics and spelling. So for phonics and spelling so far, they have started doing Explode the Code as well. So that's something I do with them at the table as well. It's not as independent work. They really don't have nothing that they do independently other than their highlights book. So 1st grade is really hands-on. So I'm happy and thankful that my 4th grader has things that he can do that is independent work. And he does his math, language, and reading independently other than the questions. But back to the 1st graders. So yeah, they have 101. They have majority of my time right now. So they do Explode the Code. And then for writing, writing right now, the most writing they're doing is in their language books, which they do a lot of writing there. And read out loud. Again, I am reading out loud to them. But for them, I'm making sure that I'm reading picture books. Some books that I'm reading to them don't have pictures. They just have chapter books. And it's stimulating their imagination. And also reading. We are doing, for reading, I have one child who is doing, they're doing 2 different reading curriculums and things. Maybe I will share that in another video, but we are in 2 different spots of reading with each twin. One twin is doing one thing, is doing phonics based reading, and the other twin is doing sight word reading. And that is just how they're learning, and how they're learning different. So that's the only thing that they're not doing the same. And I would say with the reading, I'm at a sweet spot with them with their reading, and we are at a great place right now. And group subjects, I haven't started our group subjects yet because we are just in August, and August is pretty much that first month where I'm creating routines. I am creating those goals. I am getting us in the habit of starting back up schooling from the summer, and I'm getting the kids in the habit of what they should do, which books and which areas they should do each day. We haven't started any unit studies yet. Hopefully in September of this month we will start a unit study. I don't know yet what unit study we will start. So hopefully after this video I will film my plan September with me, and we can figure all of that out together in that video. But here I'm just going over everything as we have been doing so far. And so far so good. We've been doing really good. The only thing I have to say is just like that reading for my 4th grader. I have to figure out something that is that is like open and go for us, and something that we both look forward to, because right now it is like pulling teeth out, like I said. So far my curriculum picks for the children for first and fourth grade are like really spot on. I'm not rushing it. We are taking it slow paced. So we're not like, you got to get this done, you know, by this. We're not doing that. We're taking it like literally 1 week at a time, 1 day at a time, and 1 moment at a time. And organizing and planning, which has definitely become time consuming, like I mentioned. I try to do it on Sunday, and hopefully me doing it that Sunday, it will set up my week for success. But planning ahead of time and getting it all done on that Sunday is definitely worth it, because I would just have to open up our like notebooks and we already know what we're doing from Monday through Friday, which is great. And I do have to update my planner, so maybe I will show you ladies my folder and the updated version, and hopefully like planner tips that definitely work out, because planning is definitely a must for me. I know some mamas don't like planning, but for me, planning is definitely a must. And look out for my planner video coming up. The next area I want to include in this update is managing my time. So I'm noticing that I have to manage my time. Even though my fourth grader has independent work and can do things independently, I still set time out to check his work that he does independently. And also there are subjects that I have to be mindful for that he is not independent in, which one of those subjects again is reading and reading comprehension. Another subject that is like that for him is, I can't think right now. Oh, language. We do language together as well. So those are things where he needs me, and that I have to make sure that I'm giving that time to him. So my first graders, it's important that I'm giving them time as well, and individual time. So we're doing a lot of things in groups, but it's important that I give them individual time as well. And that's something, like one-on-one time as well. And that's something that I have been doing and have been mindful of as well. Definitely when it comes to their reading, since they are on 2 different reading programs. So group subjects is something that is time consuming as well, but I'm building that like muscle as a mom, because group subjects is new in our homeschool this year, and I'm implementing those. And also read out louds. Read out louds are not new to us, but read out louds, doing it kind of like every day and faithfully is kind of new to us. And like the books, and making sure that the children are interested in the picks that I am picking for them. And another thing that I've included in our read out loud time is audiobooks. And at first I wasn't accepted to audiobooks, but now they definitely have a purpose, and I have been taking advantage of that. So those are group subjects. I will be doing a group subject video later. I don't know when I will be filming that, but to make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see that as well. So struggles. This month, struggles of August, is trying to manage it all. Literally, I've been trying to manage it all, like homeschooling, my housework, all the children extracurricular activities, and maintaining my mommy things as well. And I'm creating a little mommy curriculum for myself. Another sip. I'm creating a mommy curriculum for myself, and because I have growth in I love learning and growing as like any individual, and I think that's important for my children to always see me learning and growing as well. Not just teaching them, but be a teacher outside of the classroom, be an example and a teacher outside the classroom. Managing it all definitely has been like a struggle this August. So hopefully I will come with some tips and tricks on how I manage it all, and how I can get my cleaning and whatnot done, and my dinners and homeschooling and whatnot done. In a perfect world, it would be done every day and every week, and every month. It'll all be great. But maybe I would do a homemakers update of August. So breaks. This month we have not taken a break. We have not did our 1 week off this month, and that's because I really did want to get us into routine with. First of all, last year the children and I had Fridays off, so we had to get used to schooling back on Fridays. So we do light schoolwork on Fridays now, and that has been. I'm not gonna say it's been a challenge, but we definitely are used to sleeping in on Friday. Knocking out our schoolwork from Monday to Thursday, and Friday just like sleeping in and just enjoying Fridays. So I realized that 1 week break, I planned it that way at the beginning for a reason. We definitely need that 1 week break. We definitely need like a break from the book work and from that structured routine, and do something more hands-on, more adventurous, more outdoors. And speaking of outdoors, as I mentioned in some of my videos, we have been doing 1,000 hours outside. Going outside more is something important in our homeschooling that I'm implementing this year, and we have been going outside. It has not been as much as I would like. So far, we've only been outside 3 times the month of August after our schooling, but that's like going to the park or whatnot. We've only been to the park 3 times. We go outdoors a lot now because my son is in an outdoor sport, so we go to practice outdoors with him 3 times a week, and then he has games on Saturday, so we're like always outside. But getting him outside in the midst of our homeschool day has actually been a struggle. So I don't know if we're going to do it before we do schooling, or after we do schooling. So that's a good little marker for me for September, to see how we do it in September. So far we've been doing it like after we do schoolwork and before their quiet time, but I don't know if that's going to remain the same. I don't know if that's going to remain the same, because I would like to go outside more. And for this month, for September, the goal is to do an hour. Like I was saying about 1,000 hours outside, the goal for me is to at least, I haven't even set up how many days outside, but at least every day, how many schooling days we have is how many days outside. I want to do things outside with the children. So September, our goal is to do 15 days of schooling, so I want to at least have 15 days worth of outside adventures with my children. So that is literally an update. That is my August update for you mama friends. I hope this video definitely inspired you, motivated you, or I don't know, all of the above. If you ladies have any questions or concerns, let me know down below in the comments. And thank you so much for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel. We would love to have you here. I would love to have you here. This is a growing community, like I said, of homeschooling moms, homemakers who are just trying to figure it out. And I am just tracking my journey and my progress and doing that, trying to motivate other moms the same way that these videos help motivate and inspire me. So that is our update. I am so happy of where we are. I'm so happy of my picks so far. There are areas that I am working in, personal areas. Maybe I would do that in a little mommy chit chat video. But that is my homeschool update for you mommy friends. Thank you so much for watching. I shall see you in the next one. Bye.